Okay, Neil.
All right, so we definitely have a quorum. I'll call this AGM to order. And I guess you've got the attendance, Tammy, so that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the agenda has been presented. Is there any errors or additions to the agenda?
I'll move that we approve the agenda.
Okay, I need a second.
I'll second.
Okay, I'll come back
Kim?
to you, Kit. I'll use Kim as the seconder. Okay, so
Okay.
we had the previous minutes of the AGM of December 17th, 2022 was distributed. Is there any errors or omissions in that those minutes?
I'll move that we approve the minutes from the previous AGM.
Okay, and Kit, I'll use you as a seconder. Is that okay? All right. So I presented a nomination report, and so we're at the part of the agenda where we do the election of officers and directors for the 2024-2025 Rotary year. So that was presented for board approval. And the slate of officers are President Vicky Horsfeld, President-elect Judy Brown, Secretary, Secretary Tammy Waugh, Treasurer Keith Evans. I guess I'm past president. I think that would be my role and function for next year. And directors, we have Kim Dominique, and pardon me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Kim. She's year one of a 2-year term. Doug Dyer, who gave his regrets, he's on the other side of the world, and the time just doesn't work for him. He's year one of a 2-year term. Engel Blanco, year 2 of a 2-year term, and Jim Ferguson, year 2 of a 2-year term. And our RECCO liaison is right there. Hi, Laura. You're on the nomination report, by the way. I don't know, did you? Yeah, so that's the nomination committee was chaired by myself and President-elect Vicky Horsfeld, and we had Doug Dyer as the member at large, RECCO member at large. So that's the nomination report as presented. And I think as a chair, I will move acceptance of that nomination report. Keith seconded it. I guess silence will give a vote affirmative.
Yep.
So I will say the nomination report is passed. So there's your executive for 2024-2025 Rotary year. I think there's a good team there, by the way. It's ever nice to be called past president again.
Not over yet.
Oh yeah, I know. Keith, does my salary change now or what?
You wish.
I know. Don't mind me. All right. So next on the agenda is presentation of the annual financial review, and I'll hand that over to Dave.
Can you put the
Tammy, do you want
the
to
review up on the screen, Tammy?
Sure, just one sec.
Hi, Conrad. I didn't see you there before. Yep.
There we go. So the preamble, the first couple of paragraphs is really. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, I thought it was.
Yeah, everybody could just put themselves on mute, maybe.
No, okay. So the first 3 paragraphs are really the same as what I've done in previous years. Explain a little bit how the club finances work. That there's two separate money streams, I guess, one for the general and the one for our community. So anything in the general account is what's used to pay. We pay our dues, and then in turn their dues are paid to the district and to RI. And then the community account is the one that we hopefully get some money from attendance that we got money to spend. So it's pretty much all spelt out there. And bring attention to the last sentence that this is a review is required by the club bylaws, not an audit. Such I'm satisfied the club accounts are correct and the true representation of the club's finances. And then if you want to go to the next page, Tammy, it's just a little bit of a roundup of the finances at the end of June 30th, 2023. As most people probably know, our Dolly Parton Imagination is pretty much coming to a close. We're going to spend the rest of the money there, obviously, but the Literacy Council of the Northwest Territories have now taking, well, they're doing all the communities in the Northwest Territories far better than, because they're right there, and in Yellowknife and all the ladies in these communities come into Yellowknife to give birth, which gives an opportunity for the Literacy Council to go in and try and sign those children up, so they'll get a book from whenever they signed up the birth date and until they're 5 years old. So anybody had any questions? Cool.
Tammy, do you want me to just quickly look, put up the
Yes,
balance sheet and the profit and loss statement?
I will, yes.
Which what David, I can share. Do you want to put them up or do you want me? I've got them.
I will,
online.
yep. Just, do you want both of them?
Yeah, do put up one, whatever one you put up first. I'll just say a few words about, and then we can put up the other one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the balance sheet. I mean, David had actually put in the figures in terms of where we are. Effectively, the club ended the year reasonably in good financial strength. The general account had $11,000 at the end of the year. Some of that is people who have paid dues for the following Rotary year because we send out invoices in May. I mean, roughly we've got about a $9,000 sort of float to help cover expenses going forward into future years. The community account was had 19,000, almost 20,000 at the end of the year, and RECCO at that time had 950, although they've spent some of that in the current year. And there's a second page of that, which is the DPIL, which we don't really need to look at, Tammy, because it's the same figure as David had put in previously anyway. So that's the balance sheet. And if we can go on to the profit and loss just quickly, we can look at the bottom lines of the profit and loss so people can understand roughly what we do on an annual basis from financial positions. So again, this is the profit and loss. Divide it down into the 4 different accounts. The general account, as we see, we spent a little bit less than we took in over the course of the year. But again, it gets messed up in the general account because dues get paid in the wrong years and all of that kind of stuff. We do it on a cash basis so that if dues are collected in 2023 for the 2024 Rotary year, it still shows up in the profit and loss statement for the club. On the community account position, the really things to note, the total income, which is the donations that we receive from members and guests who attend the meetings on a weekly basis, totaled just under $10,000 for the year. And that's pretty much has been a typical year for the last 2 or 3 years. So we roughly get somewhere between $8,000 to $10,000 a year expectation to cover community projects. The balance of $2,500 is for the last few years we've applied for both a district grant for a project and a district grant for a scholarship. We can get $500 in scholarship funding from the district and up to $2,000 for a project, and that $2,500 is the district grant fees we received during the year. Our total expenses in terms of operating expenses plus club projects were almost $19,000. And as a result, we overspent in the community account some $6,600. But again, some of that is not technically deficit because some of our project spending was from the funds we raised a couple of years ago in a walkathon, and we've been allocating those funds for expenditure over the course of a 3-year period for the designated charities that we sponsored the walkathon funds from. And we have underspent in prior years, so it was rather a deliberate plan from the executive from last year to overspend the sort of for the year to bring us back down. You know, as a fundraiser, we don't want to sit on huge amounts of money. If we fundraise, we should spend it within a reasonable amount of time. And we made the decision in the course of last financial year to somewhat overspend to bring the total amount in the community accounts down to more historic levels. On the RECCO front, again, they have a small amount of donations that come in for them. And they had a project which they ran last year, and in the end result, they had a total income of $900 and spent $363. So they came out of the year at 602 in terms of excess of expenditure of revenue over expenditure. DPIL, there was no income. That's why it shows as 0. We had 3 term deposits from funds in the DPIL account, but the term deposits were the amount that we earned on those term deposits was unknown at the time because they were bonus kind of term deposits, which depended upon the performance of underlying assets. So there was no income from DPIL in last year, but there was expenditure for DPIL. But coming from funds already held by DPIL or from district funds that we had deposited with the district and paid into DPIL. So there was neither income or expenditure shown for profit and loss purposes for DPIL, even though there were balance sheet entries. If you look at the balance sheet, there was negatives on the balance sheets that were happening, but not actual profit and loss from DPIL for the year. Those deposits matured this year, so there will be income in the current year. I think it's around $900 in total income that we earned on the deposits that we made from surplus DPIL funds. So that's, I think, all I want to say in terms of the financials. Happy to answer any questions if anybody has anything. If not, I guess we probably should move the adoption of the financial review from David, and as a result, I probably should move that as treasurer. So,
yeah,
Jim, okay.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Seconder, Judy, you want to wave a hand and second? Okay.
All right.
Great.
Okay, great. So the next one, I guess, is me, Neil, about the Fellowship Assembly. And so we've been back and forth with this one.
We got to vote. Should we vote on that motion?
Oh, sorry.
I was
Silence
muted.
the vote.
I'm here talking away, just talk, and I had myself muted. Oh, God.
And Kit's raising her hand. I'm not sure.
I'm ready to support, to vote.
All right. So I guess the motion was made by Keith, second by
No, by
Judy.
Jim.
Jim, second by Judy, and silence will indicate a positive vote. Okay, hearing no negative responses, we'll move on to Tammy, the Fellowship Assembly dates. It's all yours.
So we've been back and forth with this, and Kim's been doing a great job as chair of this committee to get interesting guest speakers. And the biggest challenge seems to be what day of the week do we do this and at what time to accommodate everybody's geographic location. So we came up with an idea at our last table officer meeting, and Kim's in agreement with this, that we hold the fellowship assemblies for the next 6 months, starting in January, on the third Thursday of the month in place of a coffee chat. So it's not adding an extra day to everyone's schedule. Now, the next part of the challenge is, if everyone's in agreement with that, what time do we do it? If we go at 8 o'clock, that's very early to have a guest speaker, depending on where they're from. Do we go at 10 o'clock, which seems to be a good time right now for most of the fellowship assemblies seem to go, or we could split it in the middle and go at 9. So that's the options that's out there. So we're just wondering how many people, first of all, let's raise hands to see if Thursday in place of a coffee chat is a good idea. Okay, so it looks like we've got a good percentage for that. What about the time? Is 9 o'clock better? Let's see who wants it at 9. 1, 2, 3. I'll say 4, 5. I'm easy.
Yeah.
And then what about 10 o'clock on the Thursday?
Sure.
10 o'clock in what time zone?
Mountain.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yes, Conrad. In Alberta time. So in mountain time. Yes.
Midday in Toronto. Yeah.
Midday in Toronto.
Sounded like 9 o'clock was the most popular, to be
It
perfectly
looks
honest.
like 9
Yeah.
o'clock
Yeah.
is the most
Yeah.
popular.
Kim, is that
So-
okay, you think, from a speaker perspective? Presumably that's a little bit more civil than an 8 o'clock start for if there's a guest speaker coming in.
Yeah, I think it'll work. Yeah.
Okay, so I will put the notices on the website tomorrow, and there may be 1 or 2 we might have to adjust for our board meeting, because we don't want to be doing both things on the same day, but I'll look at the schedule. I did send out a draft one, and I'll just make sure Kim and I can sort that out for the new year.
I
So
mean, the
thank-
real challenge will be for people to remember that it's not a coffee chat, sort of the hour
Yes.
before on the third Thursday.
Exactly.
But again, we could probably, in terms of the notice for the fellowship assembly, keep reminding people.
Yes.
And whoever's sending out a reminder for the coffee chat might send out a reminder that the coffee chat's not happening on the third Thursday of the month.
It'll take a couple months to sort it out probably,
Yeah.
but that's great. So I don't believe we need a motion for that.
No,
It looks
I
like
think we're
okay. I'm done.
What about for January? Don't we have
Yes,
the
we have a
the
guest
governor
speaker.
coming sometime? And
Yes,
that's not
we'll-
during that period, right? When,
Kim and I will deal with her and see if if we have to move it, maybe she's receptive to that.
no, I'm talking about, oh, you mean our speaker that we are gonna have,
Yes.
right?
And you're talking
when-
about District Governor Judy?
Yeah, when is it, that's Brent. When is Brent going to be doing, when is he visiting?
Oh, that's in January the 18th at a coffee chat. And the board meeting's that date, so we definitely won't have the fellowship assembly. That's what I'm saying, like Kim and I'll have to decide, is it better the week before or the week after?
Right, okay,
And it does impact your speaker, Judy.
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
All right. We're okay with the fellowship assembly dates then. Moving on, the draft strategic plan. So with a lot of help from the table officers, we have this draft strategic plan put forth, and it's going to take us out to 2026. And I mean, Tammy, I don't think everyone wants me to read it verbatim.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's for
Um,
everyone to review and provide feedback before we
Feedback, right.
actually vote on
this
it
is
in
a
January.
this is a draft, and really would like your feedback on it. So and then the next part of that was the draft action plan, and again, really would like your feedback on that. And again, as Tammy said, we'll be voting on the action items as well, I think, in January. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think the concept, Neil, is that, you know, it's been circulated. We wanted to flag it for the purposes of the AGM.
Right.
But I think the key is that if people go through it and if they've got any fundamental problems or issues or comments, to make sure they feed them back by the 15th of January so that we could look at it in the board meeting on the 18th and try to finalize it for I mean, we're midway through the first year of that plan.
Right.
But I'm sure most people will look at it and understand that it is actually a tweaking for the first plan that we had for the last 3 years before it. And sort of just updating that, because to be perfectly honest, I think everybody's in agreement that the prior plan that we had was pretty accurate and helped the club in terms of starting in the first of the year of that plan to the third year of that plan. So it's updating it to reflect the current reality, not 100% about face from what was in place before. So but it would be useful for people to come back with comments if they have them.
Yep.
Because the board will be finalizing it, I think, in the January meeting.
And I think we can flow those comments through to you, Tammy, is that okay?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
or me, it doesn't matter, whatever's
Yeah.
convenient.
I'll put a notice in the bulletin Sunday too.
Yep. Okay, so the honorary member presentation that is going to be at the
Fellowship Assembly.
And I apologize, folks, but I'm going to be tied up for that, as you can see. And so the last item on here, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Mhm.
And I've got
Thank
a
you.
proud papa moment. My daughter Leslie, who is an associate professor at the University of Chicago in the applied physics department, was offered tenureship yesterday.
Oh,
So
nice. Wow.
He's now a tenured professor at the
That's
University of
great.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So-
Wow.
My retirement fund.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
right.
yeah, okay. If you want to live in that world, Neil, go right
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Chicago is a beautiful city. Anyway,
It is.
so that's just a proud papa moment. I think Leslie's going to be speaking at RECCO sometime in the new year. I'm not sure. I think she was, yeah. So anyway, is there?
No,
shall I-
I'd just like to acknowledge that we have 2 members from RECCO. Not only Laura showed up, but we have Emmanuel today. It's very nice to have you
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
We appreciate
Where's
your
Emmanuel?
support. Down in the right
Hello,
corner.
everyone. Yeah, I'm
Hello.
sorry. I joined it a little late. I didn't want to interrupt.
That's
Oh,
okay. We're
okay.
happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And Emmanuel's in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another warm part of the world.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, and a country making lots of headlines for various reasons in the past little while.
Yes.
That is so true. Yeah.
Must
necessarily
not
for
be
good
fun with the
reasons, but-
devaluation, right? So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there, if there's anything else, I'm just
just
going to
a-
bow out of the meeting.
Okay,
And
just need
if
a
I'm not-
motion to adjourn.
Oh,
I-
right,
that's-
right. I'll move the adjournment. Oh, Kim beat me
Okay.
to it. Kim beat me to it by about a
Oh, Kim did. Okay, perfect.
All right. And if I can, I'll try to join a little later on.
Okay, thanks, Neil.
All righty. Bye-bye now.
Thanks a lot.
Tammy, is there a separate link for the fellowship? Or do
No, we're using the same link,
Oh, okay,
so you
okay.
can stay on if you like and just mute yourselves or hide yourselves for a few minutes.
Because it's starting at what time?
1:30.
Oh, so we
1:30.
got 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
got 15 minutes, so,
I'll
We're
just
going
put myself
topic
on
glass.
Hey,
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see everybody in 15 minutes.
sounds good. Okay, thank you.
Tammy, you know how the games work, right?
Yes, and I'm just going to, I did a test yesterday with the breakout rooms and it seemed to work. I just had somebody dial in and it worked, so hopefully it will today. I don't use those very often, but
Yeah, I don't know, maybe 5 people per room? would be
yeah,
okay.
I can do it manually or I can assign it automatically.
Yeah, I would just do it random.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll see how many we have.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Then now it's 2 pages, so when you're sharing the document, I guess that might be the only challenge in each room. I'm not sure.
Oh, but you know what? You can just tell them to do the first page. No big deal.
Yeah, okay, so we might have to. All right.
That'd be fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Okay.
then, did you want me to run the slideshow for the other one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
it worked for me yesterday too. Let's hope it does.
And then everyone has to be not muted so they can sing quickly, right?
Yes. Yeah, we'll make sure of that. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, okay, bye.
David, I was telling my daughter about the burgers that you sent me the clip of. So she tried them. She said they're fantastic. Oh, who knew? It's Judy.
There we go. Hello.
How's it going, Judy?
Great.
Good. You having good weather?
Perfect.
Is it?
23 and sunny
Oh,
and just gorgeous.
oh, that's so
Beautiful, beautiful
nice.
weather. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, that's good. Are you going to your other place?
We're
on
gonna
the-
go
is it-
after New Year's.
Okay.
Yeah, we have friends joining us here on the 28th. And then Ron has a big birthday on, well, it's New Year's Eve, but we're having a party here the night before on the 30th with our
Okay.
Ahi Heat friends. And then probably around January 3rd, we'll head out to the beach for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
and then
that's
back
good.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So it'll be good. I might have to leave about 10 minutes before the meeting's over because we're going to a play and it starts.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. To get over there, but
Yeah.
things
Once
are good here.
good.
Is there something connected with Christmas or?
It's just, I don't think this one is connected with Christmas. It's just that we have a very, very active drama and music scene here. So it's just at it's called the Lakeside Little Theater, and it's called The Little Dog Laughed.
Oh,
I don't have any idea what the play is about, but we always go to them. They're always really good.
yeah, it's a great one.
We
Ellie
have a
took
lot
turn
of
and- yeah.
have a lot of retired actors and musicians and singers and everything here. So we have just a great variety of things to do.
Good. Okay. Okay.
Hey, I like your hat.
Yes, my flashing hat. and
Yes,
my-
you're flashing. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
So our happy news of the day, those of you who run into Lobster Mobster, so it does seafood, they deliver to small towns and big towns. So we had ordered online Lobster Mobster, one bag of frozen lobster chunks and 3 packages of halibut cheeks, which I adore. Anyway, Peter got himself out of bed because he's overcoming this horrible cold, and he went to pick it up, and he came back and he said, "This looks like a lot." They had by mistake given us a whole lobster box, which meant 6 extra lobster tails, huge scallops,
Oh my
huge
goodness.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, all this stuff and more lobster chunks. So there was no phone number. So they have one of those contact us on, and I've had to do it before. So I called and I saw Colby's name come up. He said, "Okay, so what's going on? It looks like you got a lot more than you ordered, right?" I said, "Yes, like $330 more. How do you want us to handle it?" He said, "Well, just so you know, most people would take it and go." I said, "We can't. We're Rotarians. We can't do that. That wouldn't be honest."
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, okay, rather than to return it and all that stuff," he said, "Why don't we just let you have it for $200 instead of the $330?"
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
was
we're
great.
now, all of our guests coming from now on are gonna have, "What?
Hey, I'm coming over.
Yeah, come on."
It's a long way from
Exactly.
Mexico, though.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, well worth it, well worth it. Yeah.
I had to come a little closer.
Okay, so we might as well get going. We might have a couple more join us, but we'll get started. So Neil was unable to stay with us, so I'm going to be your host and like to welcome everybody back. And I see Emmanuel, you logged back in, so that's good. And Ellie, welcome, Ellie. Nice to see you there with Ramiro. And is that your daughter beside you?
That's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, hi, Elizabeth.
You met Elizabeth.
I did, yes. Yeah, that's fantastic. So, and Laura, you're back with us too. So we really are happy to see that. So we're going to start off with a special presentation for Ellie, and I will is Jim back on? Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Jim, I'm going to hand things over to you.
Okay. You're going to appreciate this, Ellie. It's being in the printing business, this is hot off the press. So can everybody see my screen?
No,
Bridget.
no, it's just
Okay,
black.
it's black, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
My pleasure today to present past District Governor Ellie Contreras with a Rotary E-Club of Canada 1 honorary membership. A bit of a background on Ellie. Ellie was born in Holland, immigrated to Canada in 1973, and now currently resides in the Lake Chapala area of Mexico with her husband Ramiro. Together they have raised 4 children, have grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren. In her younger years, Ellie was a practicing cosmetologist and also studied to be a computer programmer. Their family owned printing business in Spruce Grove, which they started in 1984, got her into graphic design, which allowed her to explore her creative side. She joined the Rotary Club of Stony Plain in October of 1996, after she found how it changed the life of her husband Ramiro, who was inducted in the Spruce Grove Club in 1994. Ellie has received the Rotarian of the Year award at least twice, the Governor's Citation Award, is a multiple Paul Harris Fellow, and has received many other humanitarian awards. Ellie and Ramiro have also sponsored more than 24 members into Rotary, and have been very involved with Project Amigo in Colima, Mexico for many years. They have also developed strong friendships with several of the exchange students that they have hosted in their home and have visited some of them in their home countries. In their spare time, Ellie and Ramiro love to travel to Canada or visit family in Europe and South America. Around 2010, past District Governor Ellie researched how to start up an E-Club, a new concept at the time in Rotary. And of course, her work was successful, with the official charter of the Rotary E-Club of Canada 1, the first ever Rotary E-Club in Canada, on February 23rd of 2013. Ellie has served as charter president, director, webmaster, has been on various club committees over the years, and was the main driving force behind the creation of RECCO, the Satellite Club of Global Professionals, in 2021. I first met Ellie when I joined the Rotary Club of Stony Plain in 2005, and even back then she was a bit of a legend in Rotary, with her many accomplishments. She has been a mentor to all of us, and has dedicated many, many hours over the years to the success of our E-Club. Now that she and Ramiro have moved to Mexico, she has joined a Terra Club close to where they live. But I know that she'll always have a special place in her heart for the E-Club. And it's an open door invitation to stop by a coffee chat at any time. Ellie, on behalf of the board and members of the Rotary E-Club of Canada 1, congratulations on becoming an honorary member, and thank you for everything that you've done for our club.
Thank you so much, Jim. I have a certificate here. I'll just bring it up. Once you stop sharing, there you go. I'm so glad, Ellie, you could be here today with your daughter and Ramiro. Okay. Sorry, it's just taking a minute to load.
Yeah. Move over.
There we go. So this is to certify that Ellie is now an honorary member of RECCO. And thank you so much, Ellie, for doing everything you've done. And that was a fantastic overview, Jim. Thank you for that as well.
Congratulations again, Ellie. All the work that you've done for our club. It's just phenomenal. We wouldn't be here as a club without your guidance.
Yeah.
So congratulations again.
Thank you. I feel really honored. And
Standing ovation.
Yes.
so much. I'm honored.
Well,
It's
very
gonna be
good.
a happy buck, a big happy buck at our next Chapala meeting.
Well, you could always do it Vegas style, where we've been to a meeting there where they give $1,000 for a happy buck. Yeah.
Oh, my party was
Geez,
probably-
really?
My party was double that.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, Ellie just celebrated a major birthday, so that's why she has all her family in Mexico with her. Going to Fiesta Week, is it next week?
No, they came
No,
back
no,
already.
Oh, you've done Fiesta Week.
Yeah, and
Okay.
our birthday was at the end, and Judy was there.
It was a fantastic party, a project
Yeah,
with
amazing.
lots of music and mariachi, and it was just so wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So you're
Well-
50, Ellie?
Pardon me?
You just turned 50?
57.
Yeah,
57.
yeah, exactly.
That was good. The biggest gift was having the family with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Excellent.
Exactly.
Beautiful family too.
Okay. All right, Kim, are you ready to start?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can get this breakout room going once you explain it first, and then I'll.
So I've come up with a couple games for us to play today. The first game is pretty simple. It's a list of emojis. And as your team, you have to figure out the name of the Christmas carol. So we're going to probably break into 2 rooms, I guess, Tammy, would that seem about right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll try that. Yeah.
And you work with your team and see how many of them you can get. And afterwards, we'll come back on and give you the correct answers and we can see who wins.
I'll put it up first. Hopefully you can see both pages. And let me see if I can make this breakout work.
Everyone should close their eyes until you get to the breakout room.
Yes, exactly. So we'll do 2 breakout rooms. How about that?
Yeah, I think that's good.
So the first one's a Santa Claus and a baby. Do I win anything?
No, you gotta wait for the breakout.
Yeah. All right. The breakout room's in progress, so it should kick in here.
Everyone join.
Okay, I think it's happened. Okay, so I'll close it. I'll give them what, 10 or 15 minutes, Kim? Okay. You're still there, Neil? I don't think the emojis are working in the breakout rooms.
No, they're not. No, they're
Okay,
not.
let's just do it with a group then. We'll go see how many we can get as a group.
Okay. So in our room, we got the first two.
Oh, did you? Okay, well,
Yeah,
keep that to
so
yourself. You might win
That
it.
should be a prize right there.
Yeah.
So we're doing this as individuals, are we?
Well, let's just see if we can work our way through them. They're tricky. It's just taking a few minutes for everybody to come back on.
Okay, so we're
Says
doing
it-
it as a group. That's good. It's a group session.
It's
So
a
I
group
think it's
session.
Santa Baby. Number
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
Angels heard
Oh,
on
yeah,
high,
yeah.
second one.
Yeah, number two is angels we have heard on high.
Yeah,
perhaps?
we
we
got
got-
everything up to 7 now.
Oh, wow, okay,
Yeah.
wow.
So number
Oh.
7
Too
we
soon,
need.
Tammy.
What, Kim?
You took us out too soon. We were still working on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
we didn't, the
Because
other
we didn't
breakout
get
room
on
didn't
for a
get
long
them.
time.
No, we
couldn't see
couldn't
the
see it.
emojis in the other one.
So
Yeah.
for the ones in the other room, we want to know what 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are. Thank you very much.
Okay,
So-
well, I'll put them in here as we go. Like, what was the
Okay.
first one?
The first one is
Santa
Santa Baby.
And the baby.
Oh, it won't. type.
Angels,
Not showing up.
okay. 2 is Angels we have heard on high.
Just to write that in there.
Yeah, it won't go in.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Well, okay.
Okay.
3 is Oh Christmas Tree.
Who?
Yeah.
Santa Claus is
changing
coming to
Coming to
town.
town is 4, yeah.
I saw
I saw
Mommy Kiss.
mommy kissing
kissing
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
6,
Oh,
Oh Holy Night.
Good night.
Oh, Tammy, you just have to, they're all there. You just have to make them not white font.
Okay, I'll do that.
Like
Perfect.
if you just do the whole column.
I'll
and
do
make
it,
black.
yeah, before we're done. All right. Okay, I'll
Okay,
just
the
leave it.
next one is,
6 1 is Oh Holy Night.
yeah,
And then 7, we're just seeing this for the first time. Sleep. No.
okay,
Sleeps.
no.
Blake.
Uh,
Knows when you're
Let's go on to
sleeping.
8.
Sleep,
Then
sleep.
The
sleep,
first
snow,
word in number
Silent night?
7 might be something that you
No.
do while you're sleeping.
Nor.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Christmas.
Well, I thought
Oh,
of that, but I don't know where the Santa came in. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Christmas, yeah.
What is
First,
that?
Number 8 is
Home.
first, something, 1.
home for the holidays.
No,
The first Noel? No.
no,
1.
Oh,
it's a direction.
Oh,
a direction.
Nor- up,
Up,
up on the housetop.
up on the
Oh,
hilltop.
Up on the
there you
rooftop.
go.
Yeah,
That
okay,
one?
On the rooftop.
Yeah,
Okay, next one is,
Baby, white.
Way in a manger, maybe? No,
no.
no, snow,
It's
baby.
hard to see. The last emoji is like a tent
A
outside.
tent.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. What's the first emoji? I can't see what
It's a
that is.
baby.
Looks like a
Baby.
baby with a
Oh.
pacifier.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby, it's cold
Baby
outside?
snow tent?
Yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside?
Oh,
Oh, that's cute. Oh,
That's good. Good
That's
one.
good. Okay, let's see, monkey,
The monkey, like the,
Fireworks.
and then you're on my hand.
Silent Night.
Silent. Oh.
which one?
Say
No,
no evil
number
monkey.
10.
Okay,
Number
right.
10.
It's
Silent night.
Oh, that-
right.
Number 10 is not Silent Night.
What?
Silent Night.
Silent night is
number
a- it's a
10?
speak no evil monkey.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
Silent monkey
Oh,
baby.
yeah, okay. The next one is footsteps in the snow with,
Snow man.
Dashing through the snow.
No. Walking in a winter wonderland. How's that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well
Oh, yeah.
done.
next
This
one.
is, number 12 is Rock Around the Christmas Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Good.
Right, okay.
13
Red
is
nose,
Rudolph the
Rudolph the
Red-Nosed
red-nosed
Reindeer.
reindeer. Blue Christmas.
Blue Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Silver bells, 15
Silver
silver
bell.
bells.
Granny was run over by a
By
reindeer.
reindeer.
Yeah.
I
Neil,
saw
we
the
saw
ship
sailing.
sailing.
Go sailing
The
by.
Southern ships are
Neil's
sailing.
on fire, I
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Yeah,
18
World.
is
Around the
something around the
world.
world,
yeah.
smiling around the world, happy around the world.
Not around the world.
Joy to the world.
Yeah.
Joy
Joy to the
Joy to the
world.
world.
Of course, okay. Ah, okay,
Bald-headed dude with Santa Claus. Okay, we have to write that one.
I'm coming.
19.
I'll be
Uh,
coming. I'll be coming home for Christmas.
Number
Oh,
19.
Right. That's number
20, I'll
20.
be
I'll
coming
be
home.
coming
That's
home
20,
for
but what's 19?
Oh, all I
19.
want for Christmas? No. We had two
No.
front. Nope. How many teeth does he have?
No, it's not that.
Got all his teeth.
Happy
Man, there's Christmas.
It's an
Santa
old
Claus,
man.
what's that one?
Santa.
Better watch out, you better not cry.
Santa.
It's an
That's an
old man.
Santa.
Didn't drink my coffee, did you?
Huh,
Old man.
Number 20.
Okay.
22
Tough
is
one.
I gotta go back. They relaunched the
does it go
drone.
back to 19? We
Okay,
don't-
thanks, Neil.
Okay,
Wow.
21.
Happy
For
open Christmas.
we
21.
pray
pray.
for Beltree.
Ah,
We
Pray, well, it's a group.
pray.
Hummingbird.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Hmm.
Everybody
wanted to talk for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Family something?
No, you had it right with we.
we
wish you a Merry
We
Christmas.
wish you a Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
No.
Okay,
Is that
We-
right?
Yes,
yes.
Oh.
What's the
Oh.
hand with the thing for?
you.
Oh, you.
You.
Oh,
You.
okay.
You.
Frosty the
Okay.
Snowman.
Yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Frosty the Snowman.
yeah.
Snowflake, falling, falling.
Snowflakes falling on
Yeah. And that is
Let it
chest,
snow.
chestnuts.
23.
Let it
Chestnuts
snow, let it
roasting
snow,
on
let
an
it
open
snow.
The snow,
Yeah,
let us,
yeah.
Let it
yes.
snow, let it snow, let it
Okay.
snow.
We,
Chestnuts on
Chestnuts
an open
roasting on an
fire.
open
Open
fire.
fire, yeah. We see
And we see you, no, we wish you a Merry, no, that was no. We did
There's
it
a
at the
lamb
front.
at the end of it.
Yeah,
The lamb.
Away in a minute, not away in a minute, no. I
we see,
we see.
you.
yes.
That's a pray, not a
So
you.
The first
See,
one's
pray.
not we. The first
Well, it
one's
was you in number 21.
All
No,
right.
the you was the pointy hand.
Oh, the finger?
Yeah, you, like you.
the
Oh, so that's
first
the next
emoji is not we this time.
Oh,
Okay,
I wish
see.
he sees you when you're
I wish you
sleeping.
a Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
No,
you're awake.
it's not we, she said.
The first word is all.
All I
All,
want for Christmas.
all,
all I
All I
want for
want for
Christmas.
Christmas.
all I wish
No?
for.
all I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas? Why?
Is
There's
You.
no two front teeth there.
It's
Is you.
Is
A you.
All I want for
Oh,
Christmas is you.
Is you.
Oh my,
So
we're
you was
overcomplicating.
All I want
19.
for Christmas is you.
All I
That's
want
What
for
was
you,
19?
like a male
Oh,
sheep.
that was
Yeah, did
good.
we get 19? What was 19, Kim?
it's jolly old Saint Nicholas.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
of
didn't get it.
course.
Hey, Kim, can you email that
Sure.
game? I'd love to play that with the kids on FaceTime when I'm gonna FaceTime with them tomorrow.
Good.
Sure.
Could you, please?
Yeah, we would like to have it too.
Yes, email it to everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
That is
With
fantastic.
the
that's a
answers,
great one.
with the answers, please.
Yes.
Answers are there.
Another
The white
page.
font.
That was fun. That was
Yes.
great.
That
Well,
was
we have one more.
Okay,
So the second one, you're going to get a word. And the first person who can sing a Christmas song that has that word wins that one, whatever the win means.
yes.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights, that's right.
The person
Okay,
who
I'm
wins
just
the
getting this
most,
here.
maybe they get to tell Kitty what song on her jukebox.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up here. Hopefully I can do it so it's just, there's a different one on each slide, right?
It, yes, you just have to
Okay.
press, it's on a slideshow, so it's a slideshow, Tammy.
Okay.
I think.
When you see the word, okay, and then if I just hit slide.
Slide it over a little bit. Maybe we'll reduce it a little so we can see it.
And the word
Okay.
doesn't need to be in the title. It can be
Okay.
somewhere else in the song.
Yeah.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
No, it's not ready yet. They're just explaining it.
I
Oh, is that it? Oh, the
Let's
end?
go.
Elise is warming up.
I'm only practicing.
Let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Jolly old St. Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Chestnuts
Chestnuts
roasting
roasting
high
high
over
over
fire.
Yeah.
Jingle,
Jingle
bells,
bells.
jingle bells, jingle bells.
Oh,
Can't see anything.
the love is the
Love.
next word.
They're the same.
Love?
Is there love in Last Christmas?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
There has to be
Yep.
love in Last Christmas.
Well, sing
but-
the line that has love in it.
I'm trying to think of one. Isn't there something about I love figgy pudding? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I don't think it's, I love it.
It's,
Is
oh,
it
give
a
us
wonderful
figgy pudding.
dream? Is it like love and joy for everyone? Na 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 na. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
singing?
That's
terribly
good.
at-
That's good.
Okay, you win that one.
Okay, we accept. Home.
I'll be home for
home
Christmas.
for
Oh, for
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yep.
Winter
Winter.
Wonderland.
Winter
At the end
Oh,
of,
the weather outside.
That is frightful.
we don't have a word.
Oh, that's not, it's no, that's not winter.
Yeah, Winter Wonderland.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Elizabeth won that one.
yeah.
Good. And Christmas, can you see that?
Yeah.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Christmas, that's a popular one.
We
The King
drinking.
Wenceslas looked
Dark.
out on the feast
Yeah.
of Stephen.
That's right.
Big restless last.
Santa
Santa
Claus is
baby.
coming to town.
Santa Claus is
Yeah.
coming to town.
Oh, goodness. All right, and come.
Come,
all ye
faithful.
And triumphant.
We wish you a Merry
Christmas.
There we go. Oh,
Very
that's
good.
great.
Right.
Oh, you're fast. You're all fast.
So Kim, were you a grade school teacher at some point in time
Yeah.
in your past history or something? To be able
No,
to come up
never.
with these?
Never. I get my games from my choir actually, because I
Ah,
just adapted it for Christmas. Yeah.
Those are great.
Those are wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I took a picture here for the bulletin, so that's
Send
good.
that too.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Mm.
that's good. That's a good one to play with all ages.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So
So Vicky, is that your Christmas tree in behind you?
No, but I just hope you noticed that I'm wearing Christmas colors. This is
Oh,
white
okay.
White?
for snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah, because you're
thinking
not likely to
all
get that there, right?
yeah.
as close as I could come to Christmas colors.
Yes,
No,
that's right.
This is my jocote tree. Jocote
Uh-huh.
is a fruit, kind of an orange fruit about this big, but it just
Oh.
passed the season.
Okay, because otherwise they could have been the balls on the Christmas tree and you could have put
Yes.
presents in,
I
right?
could have lied. There's balls on the Christmas tree.
So Laura, at your meeting this morning, did you talk about some Christmas traditions from other countries?
That's what we did on Wednesday. Like on Wednesday,
Oh,
we had the
Wednesday.
last regular meeting and we had a
Oh.
lot of food about Christmas traditions around the globe. But where's Emmanuel? There he is.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bit tough, but yeah, I think we had some fun. David, you were also there, right?
Yes, and Fabi won.
And
Yeah.
Fabi won.
Yes, yeah, we
So
guessed
Emmanuel, is it like Australia and Argentina? Do you throw a shrimp on the barbie for Christmas dinner, or throw a steak on the sort of grill?
Yes, we usually have pork on the grill. That's
Pork.
like probably
Pork.
the most traditional.
Oh, okay. Is that the
Christmas
traditional
Eve.
Christmas meal?
Yes, yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
big.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
good.
an interesting one.
And Angel, what about you in Spain? Do you cook a turkey?
No, we used to a long time ago. We fed up also a long time ago with the turkey sandwiches. So this year we're going to have a roast of lamb, and
Oh,
for New Year's Eve we'll have a piglet.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Okay.
The ones who have been here to Spain, you probably know that what the piglet is a speciality from Segovia. You been there,
Okay.
Ellie?
Lots of fun.
And who's having the pierogies from Red Deer for Christmas dinner?
Yeah. No, we didn't get more of those
We
yet.
didn't get more.
Ellie, and Judy, what are you doing in Mexico?
Well, we're going to just go out for dinner with my brother and his wife because we're the only ones that'll be here. So we're going to a restaurant that's going to have the traditional Christmas dinner meal.
Oh,
Going
nice.
to Go Bistro, which is a very nice restaurant.
And
So
is that
will it be
Mexican
turkey?
traditional meal?
Yeah, turkey and dressing. And
okay, so
the owner of that restaurant is actually originally from Quebec. He's French.
Okay.
So,
well,
and
you should be having tortillere then, if that's the case.
maybe, I don't know. It's a traditional Canadian Christmas dinner, so
Fun.
should be great. Ellie, what are you doing?
We're going to Manzanillo to a condo. They're going there until the family is going there until the 31st. Marcella is already in Manzanillo, and our other granddaughter is flying in from Vancouver on the 23rd. And we're gonna order a Christmas dinner from La Comer, so we don't have to do anything, just enjoy. Today we just learned about the pickle Christmas ornament. Elizabeth told me about that. I'd never heard of that. Does anybody know the history of that? You have a pickle ornament in your tree, and the first person who finds it gets to pick the first present under the tree.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if I can find
Where
a
did that
pickle
originate
ornament
from?
here.
Well, maybe you could have another ornament that you'll call it a pickle. You call it its name.
Yes.
Buy a pickle and hang it in a tree.
But you could do a real dill pickle. It just might not be too good by the third day. Yeah.
You think it's
Be lucky.
time to smell it.
And we're gonna celebrate a whole bunch of birthdays because we can only do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Elizabeth
what's
doesn't have
everybody
birthday.
else doing for Christmas dinner? Any other neat ideas?
Well, Keith already mentioned the French tourtière pie.
Oh, yes.
So
I
Joss
love
makes a whole bunch of them. Like
bunch of them?
15
Oh,
of them.
yeah. Yum.
That's what
Yeah,
we're having
and
too.
so we're gonna have the French tourtière pie with probably a turkey, and she'll give away a couple of the pies as well. And yeah, that's our tradition here at the house.
Good. And what did you say, Kim? You do the same thing?
We're having tortilla as well.
Tortilla, yes.
But we
I have
serve
in
it with
PEI.
German cabbage
Oh,
yeah.
and then Yorkshires and cranberry sauce, because that seems to be what everyone wants, so.
yeah.
And
Vicky,
if Fabi won the RECCO one, what did she win
what was
in terms of Christmas traditions then? What was it her?
Like there was no prize that she could win, but
No, but what was the tradition that she came up with from her perspective?
No. It was like a quiz that I made up.
Oh, it was a quiz. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was actually the one that was the winner for Fabi was where did the origin of Christmas tree and decorating Christmas tree, and the Laura agreed with me. We thought it was something to do with Prince Albert and his consort, but Fabi said it was pagan, and that was the winner.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So it's something that was resurrected from pagan times then.
Yeah.
Christmas tree is a pagan symbol of fertility.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
That's the man.
Oh, good. So Conrad, what do you do for Christmas? Do you stay in Toronto? Do you go somewhere else or?
I eat scrambled eggs and bacon.
Oh. Maybe Kit could send you a lobster.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
at least the tail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And Vicky, what are you doing?
Well, the tradition here is Christmas is celebrated on Christmas Eve, and around 10 o'clock or 10:30 at night, you have what's called paches, which are kind of a tamale, except it's made with mashed potatoes, and it has tomato sauce and turkey inside, and it's
Yeah.
wrapped in banana leaf. And you drink it with ponche, which is a whole bunch of fruit and coconut and stuff that's stewed in a drink, and you drink that. And then at midnight, everybody everywhere sets off firecrackers and fireworks.
Oh, okay,
goodness.
wow.
Okay.
Mm, noisy then.
Like a war zone.
Yeah. And Patrick, what are you doing this year?
We're actually heading to Richmond to see the grandkids,
Oh, good.
and I'm not sure what the Christmas dinner is going to be because they're all vegetarians.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
So I don't know,
goodness.
might be roast Brussels and beans or something.
Maybe
Oh,
you'll eat the Christmas tree.
Maybe
I think we're making T-bone.
that pickle in the
with the
tree
dill
will look pretty
pickle.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Barbecued spruce
T-bones of
boughs. Yeah.
artificial meat, though.
David and Sharon, what are you doing?
Well, Sharon's going to be cooking a turkey. We'll have about 15 or 20 here on Christmas
Oh,
Day afternoon.
oh, nice. Well, you might have to stop there on your way to BC, Patrick.
Yeah, get a turkey leg to go.
Yeah.
In Calgary, Calgary Co-op every Christmas does a Christmas dinner for you. I don't know, $150, and you get your turkey and vegetables and dress.
Oh, well,
And
there
just
you
go
go.
pick it up.
Yeah.
So David,
That's
did
good.
you bring across the requirement to do Brussels sprouts at Christmas? 'Cause
Oh,
that's-
yes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have them on Christmas Eve by about midday. Like
Oh,
British
good.
tradition.
So they're edible. So they're edible by the time you get to Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the biggest disappointments for his family was they discovered that Canadians like their vegetables comparatively rare.
Al dente.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
But I must admit, I mean, I've never had a recipe for Brussels sprouts, but if you go to somebody English who, because they cook them in all kinds of, I mean, they are fantastic, right? I've never asked for a recipe, but because most people would shy away from Brussels sprouts just out of principle, right? But
Yeah.
but if you get somebody who's been, weaned on Brussels sprouts at Christmas time,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
You can
Yeah.
cook them so many different ways.
You have to have
Yes, now you
Yeah.
can.
red sauce.
Yes.
I've done them and put curry on them.
Oh, wow.
A little
Okay.
bit of yellow curry. Put a little drizzle of maple syrup on them. There's so many different ways you can do them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maple syrup and bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. That's a lot of the English stuff is the sort of
Yeah.
fat you can put on them to make them
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, they sell them in restaurants in Vancouver as appetizers, and they charge
Yeah,
you
that's
good
right.
money for
Really?
them, too.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And
Laura,
it's-
what are you
it's very
doing
good.
in Germany?
We've got to have bread sauce with the turkey.
Yes.
Right.
Traditional English, British bread sauce and cranberries sauce
There
for the
you go.
Canadians and the British.
Yeah.
Christmas pudding.
And Laura, I think you're the only one we haven't heard from what you
Yeah.
do for Christmas.
Yeah, in Germany, like since my family's from the eastern part of Germany, we're having sausages and potato salad for Christmas
Oh,
Eve. Very
oh,
traditional.
We're
Very-
doing that
wow.
Christmas Eve too, Laura, because my son-in-law is from Eastern Germany.
Oh, wow.
I see.
It's fun. And we know what Dieter and Kit are having for sure.
Actually,
Lobster.
not. We're going to a British family. So he's British military. And so my contribution, I think we talked about this on the chat, was
Oh, you're doing the
supposed to
turnips
do
and
carrots
carrots.
and
Yeah.
turnips. but I'm gonna slip in a parsnip because it's a little bit sweeter.
Oh, I love parsnip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's a nice combination.
Christmas time was about the only time we ever ate parsnip, but we always had parsnip at
Oh, I
Christmas.
love them. So, yep. So
Well,
that's
we
it.
had our Christmas meal, our party here at the condo on Wednesday night, and everybody contributes to. So one of the ladies had to contribute turnip, and she does hers with brown sugar and lots of butter. But she was told to prepare. We had 120 people. She was told to cook 50 pounds of turnip, so she did. We had everybody went home with a dish of turnip. If you like turnip.
Over 50
Yeah,
Poor woman. She would have had to have peeled and cut up 50 pounds of turnip
Yes.
because it takes a lot. I mean, you pretty much need a lumberjack axe sometimes.
We had more turnip than potatoes.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
just can't imagine.
They were good, but yeah.
You didn't say what you're doing, Tammy, for Christmas.
Oh, what we're staying here. We usually have lobster too on we do it on Christmas Day. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to change. We'll do that Christmas Eve.
Yeah, exactly. We do Chinese food on Christmas Eve. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's all fun. Well,
What
I
I'm
don't think
amazed at is that, fast food restaurants are open on Christmas Day.
Oh,
and
it's amazing this
just
year
never
how
a
many are
concept that
open.
I ever imagined was possible, right? That everybody would.
Yeah.
But apparently they do. It's one of their best days of people ordering out on Christmas Day.
That's a backup if you burn the turkey.
Yes.
I mean,
Or
for
a
the
lot of
last
people-
couple of Christmases, we've done Christmas with my son and his family on Boxing Day because they've been doing other things on Christmas Day.
Yes.
We were trying to figure out what to do on Christmas Day, and at one stage, the sort of about 3 years ago, we actually did it on Christmas Day, but nobody wanted to cook a turkey, and they said, "Oh, we can order out Chinese food." And I said, "Really? Isn't everything closed?"
On Christmas
And quite
Day?
the contrary, you actually couldn't phone up on Christmas Day and order. You had to pre-order it the day before.
Wow.
So they could make sure that they could meet all of. I was flabbergasted that there was so much takeaway food on that.
Oh boy, that's crazy.
I guess maybe I just never
makes
woke
a
up
lot
to the
of
real
sense,
world and the
rather
changes that have taken place since I was a kid, right? Because
What were you saying?
50 years ago, finding anything open in Canada anywhere on Christmas Day would have been unthinkable, kind of thing. So.
What did you say, Angel?
I was saying that it beats staying the whole day in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think we're doing good. I'm going to stop the recording.